Hi there, this is Julia Molloy. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are watching this video, it means you were wise enough to sign up for the Authentic Luxury program that we're doing, 5 lessons in 5 days. First of all, thank you so much for joining me yesterday for our first kickoff little video regarding luxury branding and what authentic luxury firms are doing that other firms are not doing. And I hope that that was helpful for you. Now, as I described in that first video, your first lesson was your key characteristics, which you would have received last night. Today, we are talking about structure. And as part of that last video, several of you had asked a little bit about how to hire and what that team looks like, and really how to build that luxury design firm. Today I'm providing you with a document that is a basic layout of the accountability charts for all the roles in a luxury interior design firm. We've got the principal interior designer, the designer role, a junior, and an admin assist / expediter. And as I had mentioned in the training the other day, is that you definitely need one person handling all of the expediting. For those of you who are still small, that means that you're going to have to combine 2 roles, your admin and your expediter, which actually makes a lot of sense because that person who is running your admin, meaning answering the phones, helping run your office, they're going to be very good at that personal presence over the phone. This is not a bookkeeper. I mean, they can obviously handle some of the bookkeeping capability, but you need someone that's a people person, someone who's really good at coordinating, multitasking, and kind of creating order out of chaos. Hopefully you find someone that's also really good at tracking and kind of, as I said yesterday, putting a little bit of pressure on vendors when you need to, but in a way that's still very likable. And building those relationships, cultivating those relationships with the vendors. That's what a really good expediter does. So in this little layout, I've got all of the roles kind of plotted out in a design firm. And I'm sending you actually the separate accountability list for an expediter. And that way you can, morph that into your admin role, combine it. And again, I want them to be really clear in terms of what their admin responsibilities are and what their expediter responsibilities are, so that at some point, if you do get big enough to hire one person for that role, it's very easy for them to train. You've already got your list of accountabilities and your job description for that role, and the admin would be responsible for training that person until they were ready to function on their own. Now, a couple questions that I got is, chicken and egg. I heard you. Chicken and egg, how do you hire and get that ball rolling and handle more work when you're still, tight on cash, and how do you do that? Here's what I have to say on that. The first thing you want to do, the first hire, for those of you who are still sole proprietors or in the process of kind of structuring your firm so that it's more strategic, that first hire is going to be your admin. Okay, that admin assist, the wind beneath your wings kind of person. They handle all of your scheduling. They are going to wear the hat of the expediter. They're going to handle money in, money out, and taking care of all of the small details and communication in terms of running your business. And entering in your time billing or your time, conducting the time billing process. If you're still on design fee, still at least getting that time entered into the system so that you can do accurate job costing in the end. Very, very important. So that role doesn't necessarily need to be full-time. So you can, and this is something I incorporate in my office, a lot of design firms have been very successful with this, and that is bringing someone on like Monday through Thursday, 5 or 6 hours a day. Okay, so maybe from starting time, if you start at 8 to 2 or something like that, Monday through Thursday, it feels just about like full-time, but it doesn't cost like full-time. So consider that as your first hire, and then obviously you want to bring someone on that can ultimately work more hours as obviously you need them. Your second hire is going to be a junior, okay? And you know, a lot of you do bring on interns in the meantime, and that's fine. One caution on interns though, if you've done it, you know, you don't really retain all that energy that you've put into them, like getting them to the point where they're kind of productive. Then they're off to the next thing and you kind of lose all that effort. So when you can utilize interns, but I wouldn't rely on that solely. I would rather see you get a part-time junior to help you with the sourcing and handling all the images and preparing presentations and doing all the running and helping you to source, do data entry on the design projects, take care of the library, do your, you know, the binders and organization stuff for your projects. So I hope that makes sense. And again, those two roles as you're starting out can be part-time, Monday through Thursday, and it works really, really well while keeping your expenses down. As you grow, I recommend having your designer and your junior work in tandem. So ultimately, you will like kind of go up a level as principal designer, in charge of all of like concept development, and have your team be the ones who actually implement on that design concept. So as you build your design team or your design department, think of it as design teams working together. So always have a designer and a junior designer working in tandem. That I find is extremely cost effective and really very, very productive. I hope that helps. Look over the documents. I've got, again, that layout for you. I'm providing an expediter job accountability chart, which for those of you who are still small, you would have your admin wear the hat of expediter, okay? And I've provided a little bit of a layout, like a hierarchy chart kind of layout, so you can put in your people into that layout so that you can kind of be clear on who is filling each of these kind of intrinsic roles in your design firm. All right, thanks so much. Try to get that and review that and get it done for tomorrow, and I will see you via email tomorrow. Thank you.